Now, I'm not a paleontologist, but I do have two small kids. So I get to know a lot about dinosaurs these days, and I know that your moral panic over Triceratops is wrong. There was a lot of wailing and eyeing about Triceratops not being real. People were all concerned about, because some scientists released things saying that Triceratops was really an immature Torosaurus. But it's okay, there are rules for this, so you can be cool. They don't just rename dinosaurs randomly because they feel like it. I mean, it may feel like it sometimes for some of you, but they really don't. Now, despite everything you heard on the internet and the newspapers and that guy in the bar and, whatever random things you dreamed up on opium or whatever, it's just not true. See, now this is a Triceratops. Note the frill and the horns and its overall ceratopsian shape. They all kind of look like this. It's pleasing green color. I think that's green. Note the Torosaurus. Also note its frill and three horns and overall ceratopsian shape, but it has little holes in its frill. Pretty similar, really, And here you can't see it so well, but if you look in the bottom corner, there's a baby Triceratops. It has really cute big eyes and little horns. There's an adult Triceratops skull, and they found life stages of Triceratops from, babies to adults. Barely legal Triceratops are known only from a single 65-year-old magazine found in Wyoming. If you can't read in the bottom, it says, "Dear Pentaceratops." The Torosaurus, on the other hand, they've only found old ones. They've only found the ones that have the holes in the frills that are adults. They've never found a young one. What they have found, though, are Triceratops with holes beginning to develop. So the thing is, they already were suspecting that Torosaurus and Triceratops might be the same thing. So some scientists finally published a paper on it for these reasons. They were obviously closely related. But the Triceratops is not a younger Torosaurus. Torosaurus is a mature Triceratops. Despite what that guy said, it's the way it is. Because earlier names have precedence. Triceratops was described in 1889. Torosaurus was described in 1891. So Triceratops has precedence and it keeps the name. So it's cool. Now, things do get renamed sometimes. Like the Troodon was called that. Paranthropus has been renamed back and forth a few times, and while I was making the slide, I was looking up the Bleucotherium, and they renamed it again. But there's exceptions. Names can fall out of use, and they don't use them anymore. Someone actually named this megalosaur femur Scrotum humanum, and strictly, it could be renamed that, but they're not going to. Also, it turns out that Tyrannosaurus had been earlier described as a Manospondylus, but they made up a rule that if a name hasn't been used for 100 years, then you can forget about it. But Brontosaurus, everybody's kind of wondering about Brontosaurus, but Brontosaurus is really totally not the same. Many of you angry about Brontosaurus. But Brontosaurus, it was they put the wrong head from 40 miles away on a skeleton, and it was a completely different head. It was way bigger, and it turns out they actually had small heads. So we got to keep these rules in place, or else it'll get even more confusing, because scientists like to come up with new names for species if they can get away with it. Because it's a lot cooler to say that you found a new species rather than finding just, another one of, say, a Triceratops, which they find tons of. So really, we can just rest assured that Triceratops is safe, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. And if anybody tells you that Triceratops doesn't exist, you can tell them they're wrong. About as wrong as the 2012 people or whatever. So, on Twitter, I'm Captain Tennille. You see me at Time to Pull the Plug. I don't really talk about dinosaurs there, but thank you.